Good morning, guys. Good morning, sunshine, even though it's actually raining outside for me right now. Welcome to another edition of Cora's Poetry Corner. This will be number 3, and you're wondering, well, you just posted one, Cora. Why are you doing another one? And the answer is because I skipped a month, and because I found a poem that I wrote that I really like because it's so vague and leaves it open to interpretation that I'm actually curious to what other people think. And again, with poetry, Cora's, wow, I cannot talk at all. I'm sorry, guys. I went out of town. I made a 7-hour drive yesterday. I'm a little tired. Another reason you're not seeing my face is because I look like hell. But believe me, going out of town was much needed. I had a lot of fun, even though I'm about to go do some training for work now. I just thought I would have a little morning to myself before I, worked. So the title of this one is Sometimes You Have to Do Something Over and Over. Do something over and over before realizing it's a mistake. Yeah. Again, this one is purely up for interpretation. I know the context behind it. I know the meaning. I know what inspired this. But this is also an older poem I want to point out. I wrote this at the end of last year. Because I'm going to read this and I know if they're like, oh, well, if you just wrote that, is it about? No. Again, I know the context, I know the meaning. That's all that matters is I know. But like I said, with one of my favorite things about literature, and this is one thing my college professors didn't like, is I love the use of being vague. Because then you can interpret so many things, like one person can see it one way and one person can see it another way. And I love seeing how everyone thinks it can be interpreted because there's just so many ways you can see one sentence and another person can see it in a completely different way. And I think that's fascinating to see, what people think the same thing means. So unlike my last poem, which was overtly sexual, because again it was called The Affair, or The One Night Stand, or whatever I called it. Can tell I'm so with it today. This one, if you think it's sexual, it's sexual. If you think it's not, it's not. If you want to know the actual meaning behind this, I will gladly tell you in a private message over Discord. But again, it's not something I'm going to flat out say, oh, this is what happened exactly. Nope. I'm going to enjoy being vague for once. So here we go, Cora's Poetry Corner number 3, with an original poem written by myself. Sometimes you have to do something over and over before realizing it's a mistake. Why don't you touch me when your eyes are always closed do you not want to see? Is it because I'm not? Oh. It is. I'm not. Would you rather I was? You know who, I can't. I'm not. Never. Is that what? Because it's not. Oh. It's okay, I promise. Really, I'm fine. Don't apologize. Nothing's changed. Except now we and you and me, we won't. We can't. Because I'm not, and you'd rather I was, but I'm not. So you'll, and I'll, let's just pretend to be that we never, like a bad memory, or a mistake, or a bad decision. Just close your eyes while I pretend that silence. For a moment, I was, but I'll never be. I can't be. I won't be who you... Sorry. Things haven't changed. Much. Maybe a little. Okay, a lot. Okay, I lied, everything changed, it's all different now. Don't worry. I'm fine. Promise. Oh. 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 I'll be okay. I promise.